Celtic is a very famous club in the world, but and not only Celtic football club, but also Celtic supporters is the best in the, I think, best in the world.
There's no Nakamura in the lineup tonight. Injury forces him out. It's of no concern though. There are other heroes to cheer on, and the usual debate about who makes the final 11.
左サイドバック誰やってるんですかね。ネイラー、ウィルソン、アゲンカモンエダ、
That's a slack back pass. Benter's in here. Can he get round Boruc? He can. And a fine
Disappointment as Celtic fall behind, so time for a change and another song.
Gareth Bale looking for Dimitar Berbatov. Boruc has missed it. It's a time for David Bentley. First goal for Spurs.
Just like with fans in Scotland, the players don't escape criticism.
Massimo Shaw!
The scoreline is hard to swallow, but the drinks go down regardless, and there's optimism that tonight's result won't be a sign of things to come for the season ahead.
2年前、3年前マンユーのサブに 3-0 で負けたけど、チャンピオンズリーグでは勝ったじゃないですか。
Over the 5 years, it's gotten bigger and better. Celtic has done really well. Nakamura Shunsuke, since he joined the team, has really increased the name of Celtic in Scotland. And as I said, seeing Japanese supporters sing the Celtic ditties is fantastic. You know, the Japanese lasses, full voice, giving it the lungs, fantastic. And it shows that the spirit is really there. It's a good emotional attachment to Celtic.
Yeah, I'm so disappointed. So that match was so boring to me, and Celtic performance is not so good. But hopefully we can win the championship in next season.
I believe Scotland has benefited and will continue to benefit from the media coverage. When Nakamura Celtic do well, there's blanket media coverage in the sports media here in Japan. I've seen it myself. It's amazing. So definitely puts Scotland on the map, Glasgow on the map, and certainly Celtic.
I think the biggest culture is the breakfast in the morning. When we go to a hotel, I'm looking for cornflakes or porridge or something, you know, and they're looking for pickles and a rice bowl. They must have a rice bowl. It's a common, you know, a noodles. Noodles is their favourite. They have noodles morning, noon and night, and it's a joke I have with one of the persons at the club that, oh, if you get your noodles, we can maybe get to work now, you've had your noodles, you know. I think we'll need a fork.
Yeah?
No,
Miller has decided to commit himself to a 2-year contract, so he must immerse himself in the culture as much as possible. Part of that means mastering chopsticks.
Good, very good. I've tried, when I'm with the team, I tried chopsticks a few times for maybe taking some fruit, but not really the main course. Normally too hungry at that stage to start fiddling about. Hero's actually going to Beijing in the Japanese team for eating. He's one of the candidates. He's well known within the players and he's only been here about 2 months. Yeah, because Liverpool came here, they wanted somewhere traditional, and this is
Given his family is some weeks away from joining him, his afternoons are free. Plenty of time then to soak up some sights.
This is real Japanese, the culture, all the shops, the souvenirs and such like. There's a temple at the bottom. They say that if you smoke a thing in the temple, if you put it on yourself, if you have any ailments, then it's supposed to be a great healing process. the cleanliness, I mean, look at the cleanliness of the place. There's not a thing out of place, and just the way they go about their business. I think they're very simple people in the sense that very basic, you know, they don't want for a lot. They very rarely flare up for anything. They sort of very calm, you know, which is a good thing. Saves you get yellow cards.
And that's something this man knows all about. He splashed the cards in Scotland and Japan.
When the J-League started up, they realised that the standard of Japanese refereeing wasn't really up to the mark, and they wanted to bolster the refereeing by having foreign referees working there. I refereed there the same way as I refereed here. People would say probably badly.
He hung around for quite a few years, and I was actually in touch with him almost weekly. I'd send him an email saying, what did you think of this particular decision, Leslie? And he'd write back, and he got fed up with me after a while.
I enjoyed it. I could pass on my experience.
He definitely tried to improve the referees. I mean, I can see they were quite dire. Sorry guys, but they were quite dire at the start.
In fact, he spent nearly 10 years there passing on that experience, and it seems it was appreciated.
There's one or two hidden away there from the SFA and UEFA and FIFA, but as far as I'm concerned, as far as my wife's concerned, that our biggest achievement in football and refereeing was Japan, both refereeing professionally and being the referee instructor for the JFA.
So we've had a manager there and one of our top referees, but another Scot has also lit up Japanese football.
Stephen Tweed! There it is, Stephen Tweed, and a goal! Stephen Tweed's first goal for Hibs.
Tweed played for 3 seasons with Yokohama FC, returning in 2006, and he left a lasting impression.
Some of the foreign players have really given some heart and backbone to these teams. Stephen was standing there at the back. He's much taller than everyone. He's screaming his head off. I could hear him in the stand. I'm not sure if they understood what he was saying.
Back in Edinburgh, it's clear he misses the culture and the cuisine. Japanese food, it seems, is best served in Japan.
The rice looks smaller than in Japan. In Japan, the rice looks much denser. I got the kick from the wasabi. What's this you're putting on?
When foreigners arrive in Japan, the heat is on to perform from the very beginning. It was no different for Tweed.
For the first month or so, you have to be a role model. You have to be at the front of training. You have to be first on the training pitch. Then you'll accept you much quicker. And I'm afraid that is how it works. You know, you have to be seen as being out there and trying to get on. But it's quite easy to do because they're really warm people. Once they realise you're trying, then they help you as much as they can.
He's watching with interest as his old boss Alex Miller enjoys the life he once knew. Tweed played under Miller at Hibs.